Hi there. I have Jane with me. Jane's been in my mastermind for a few months now. And Jane, tell everybody what you do.
Yes, hello everyone. Hi, Shamina. My name is Jane Lorenz, and I'm an international best-selling publisher. After working as an empowerment coach and business strategist for a few years, I started my own company, and yeah, it's just great helping leaders publish their legacy memoir.
I love that. And everybody has a book in them, right? Isn't that how the saying goes?
Absolutely,
Okay. So
yes.
what was life like before you started working with me?
It was a lot of trial and error. It was, it's hard when you are you have some success. So you think it's so easy to just do that thing again and accomplish your goal and achieve the same results as before. And so I just couldn't figure out why I just kept, hitting a wall or just not making any progress. And I was just literally chasing my tail. And I came to a point where I was just like, okay, I need help. And I'm not above asking for help, reaching out for help, but it's now about quality help. And I just knew that I needed a woman that not only had gone where I want to go, but was also continuing on her journey and also strong enough emotionally and spiritually to support me, because that's how she lives her life. And so you showed up and you were just modeling all that and so much more, and I'm just so grateful.
So awesome. I love that. Thank you. So what were some of the things that were the biggest struggles for you? And you said hitting a wall. What does that mean? Like when you're hitting the wall, like how was it affecting your business, your home, your relationships? What was going on with you?
Yeah, it was that literal, like a bird just flying, hitting a wall and just sliding down. So it was like all my efforts, all the offers that I was making, all the programs that I was coming up with, they were just falling flat. Like the response just wasn't there. And that just led to more frustration, more confusion, and just decreasing my just my belief in myself, really, to an extent. And it just literally just watching everything just go down, down, down on so many levels. So not just the number of clients, but also the money coming in every month. And for some reason I was okay with that, and I didn't even know it. Like, I didn't even know I had a choice to not like it. Like, I just thought it was just par for the course. And yeah, so like I said, I'd had enough. I was like, whoa, like we're like going in the danger zone now. Like something needs to give. And yeah,
So you were ready for the change and you knew it was time. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So what were some immediate results when you started working with me?
So immediately, I felt in my body, I felt just like a relief. Like I felt like I was safe. Like I felt like, and I know it's not wise to give that away to someone externally, but what I felt was just like this energetic embrace from you and the group and the other ladies in the mastermind. Like I was safe. Like I had a place where I could go, that I could share my fears. And I tend to be a very private person. And so that's one of the things that kept me in that cycle for so long, was because I didn't have someone that I could trust.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you felt safe and you could trust. That's amazing. Um,
Yeah.
uh, so what long-term successes do you feel like have really, since you've been working with me, have you feel like you're going to take away like forever?
Sure, sure. Um, just continuing to have support, really. I've always said I'm never going to be without a coach again. But then once I reach a certain level, like, like now, like I'm finally picking up momentum. I'm seeing the results. I had my highest month ever, December of 2021, which to date, right? Which is like in the past it'd be like, oh, December's, I would start this rhetoric in my head from like September, October, like, oh, the holidays are coming, nobody's going to want to invest, no one's going to want to start anything until the new year. And it would have continued that downward spiral, and I would have missed out on so much, not only the money and the clients, but also my growth as well,
Sure.
as a person, as a woman, right? And so like this confidence and this excitement and this enthusiasm again for my business and for my life all around. And so, like I said, I'd always said I'm never going to be without a coach again. But with that being said, it's like, okay, now I'm back on track, let's say, and it's like there's going to be a part of me that's going to be like, okay, I could take it on from here on out, right? But no, no, no. I'm not going to do that again. Like that's lesson number one that I learned through
Yeah.
the peaks and valleys. I'm going to
Okay.
have someone by my side.
Sure.
Absolutely.
What, so I'm celebrating. Congratulations on your biggest cash
Thank
month. I mean, it was a
you.
high figure cash month. It was amazing.
Yes, yes, yes,
Um,
yes.
what were you making before that, and what happened for that shift? Because I remember you said you were struggling to make the payment, and like you shared it in the group. So can you share a little bit about what was going on there?
Absolutely. Yeah. I was making about 2,000 a month, and it skyrocketed to 18,000 a month. And like I said, I knew that I needed to take that money and reinvest it in myself. And it's not a gamble. It really, I mean, and I'm not above gambling, but I knew it would work out because I know myself. So knowing me, that I would do what I needed to do, I would show up and I would implement, right? I needed someone to match that. I've had other mentors in the past where they would just bombard you with just digital crap and you're just on your own again. And it's like I could find this for free online, So it was just that connection and that support. And it was more of me doing the same of what I had been doing, but what shifted in me was my power, in a sense of not so much worth, because I've always deemed myself worthy of my dreams and my desires, but it was just stepping into that on a deeper level. And a lot of that came from you, just watching you, how you show up and being that version. And that helped me become that version of what that meant to me.
That's awesome. What do you think some of your biggest breakthroughs have been to have gone from the beginning spot where you were to like the income levels and to where you're like, what do you feel like the shifts in your wealth consciousness or just in your life? You did mention like in the group though about your relationship with your husband has completely changed too. So if you could just share like what shifts you thought like were around there.
Yeah, absolutely. So the shifts, number one, are now like one of them is my non-negotiable. Like I'm allowing a higher set point for myself. So I'm not going to let myself dip below a certain number of income and clients, and with the hope of always, for more, for bigger, right? But also in just being more aware of the words that I use, and mindful of the power that they hold, and also just always showing up as that version of uh it's like this version of like really just embodying that powerful woman with assertiveness and not aggression. So what shifted in my marriage and my family life with my kids, it would always be, I would be more like domineering and dominating, like, I need you to do this. I need you to do this now, as opposed to having a conversation like, hey, I need your help with this. So do you think you can get it done by Friday? And it's just been so much more flowy and just peaceful.
So do you feel like you've had a shift in your mouth from your masculine to your feminine energy?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I really thought that I had done so much work. I mean, I know there's always so many layers, but I didn't realize what havoc it was still wreaking in my life. And there was that tinge of like, part of me was, I mean, I have no problem resting. I have no problem taking time off, so I was never like this high achiever type A so much that's stereotypical that gets associated a lot with that wounded masculine, right? So I didn't think it pertained to me. So I just kind of just maybe kept ignoring it, just kind of glossing over it. But there's so many shades of it, right? And so it was about looking at me and how I was showing up. It's like, oh, yes, yes, yes. And it was like this chasing energy. It wasn't desperate, it was like this chasing. Whereas now it's more like, I'm here. You want some? Come get it.
Aha, that's called magnetism, right, baby?
Yes,
Yes, that's
exactly.
awesome. And you're magnetizing clients to you, you're magnetizing your husband to you, people, experiences. Yeah.
Yes, and collaborations, opportunities, to collaborate with other women in so many different ways. I mean, it's really, and it also has removed that, sorry, it also has removed that, um like that wounded masculine energy in me was always like, when's it going to happen? I need this to happen now because I thought of it and I want it. Like I have, there's no delay for me. Like that is that impatience, you know. So now it's just like it'll happen when it happens.
And it's happening.
And it's happening
Yes,
even
right,
faster. Exactly. I
right.
feel like in my mind, it's like, okay, I'm at 2,000 now. So, I can go up to like 5 or 6,000. And then the month after that, maybe 8 or 10. I had no clue it would go from 2 to 18.
That
Like
would
it
be
was just like
a
insane.
quantum leap, wouldn't it be? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And there I was reading books, listening to meditations, you name it, about how to have a quantum leap.
And
And I realize the idiocy of that now. But
well,
yeah.
now you did have it though, but you had to come in the quantum container to have it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You can't read about it. You have to be in it. Exactly. Exactly.
What would you say to people wanting to work with me or thinking about working with me?
Oh my God, just do it. Come join us. I mean, I can't imagine a better experience in terms of not only the growth for your business, but also for your life on so many levels, so many. And Shamina, I mean, you just look. Here's the thing. I'm highly intuitive, as I know you are, right? And I can spot a bullshitter a mile away. And the thing is that I know you're sincere and I know you genuinely love each and every one of us. And I feel that. And I mean, that really is the deciding factor for me. And it's made all the difference. It really has.
Thank you. It's amazing. So other containers, what are the difference between the two of them that you've been in? You said you've been in other containers, and what makes this one different and special?
Yeah, they're just, the others that I've been in, and thankfully it's only been two, but it's been more of a money grab and volume, all volume based, not quality based. And um it's like an it girl club. Like you have to, like, if you know someone that gets you in, then you get special treatment. And if you start hinting that you're going to continue with them into their next level program, then they treat you even more special. And then the rest of us just get ignored like the ugly stepchildren, and I don't have time for that. I'm 51. Those days are over, long over. You respect me, I respect you. And I was doing my part, I was showing up and I was paying, and they don't do theirs. And it really is like a mean girls club. And it got to the point where I couldn't wait for the time to run out.
What was the difference between our group and that group though, like group previous?
Um,
What makes the container that you're in right now so much different?
yeah, just you showing up and not only sharing strategy but also stories.
Yeah. And what about the women in the container?
Oh, high caliber. I mean, really many mirrors of you. And just really, really heart led, not ego, not materialistic, just, but we all love all the luxury and all the material blessings that come with it. But first and foremost, it's about empowering ourselves and becoming that best version of ourselves, and then having that ripple effect in our families and our loved ones, and sharing that with them.
That's amazing. Okay, last things that I wanted to say was, if you could do it all over again, would you?
Oh, yes. Yes.
And
Yeah.
and if you didn't invest, where do you think you would have been right now?
Right where I was still back in September, just trying to figure it out by myself, and still trying to just really make ends meet at the end of the day, trying to make ends meet, getting frustrated, trying to do it on my own. And, honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't be, definitely would not be where I am today. And all the things that I have on the horizon as well. So not, like I said, not just the money, but all the opportunities and all the connections that are just showing up by me being this version of me now.
Yes. And what do you feel about your seven-figure self? Where do you feel that she's at?
Yeah, right. She's right there. She is right there. Like, I make decisions with her in mind. Like, today's Monday. Tomorrow, my husband and I are going away for 3 days. He wants to go skiing. So,
And how's your relationship with your husband been?
oh my God, it. I mean, we've always had a great relationship. I met him. I mean, we've been married 28 years. But there was like this. There's very specific roles, like, he had his role, I had my role, kind of thing. And although we were a team and a partnership, but now, it's even stronger. It's even stronger, um, in terms of, like I said, communication is really not a problem that I have, but it's the way I communicate now.
Yeah, the way, and you said he
Yeah.
doesn't keep his hands off of you, what you said, right? He's all over you now.
Oh my God. I mean, seriously. And I'm like the fattest I've ever been. And yeah, hence the getaway, right? And just plotting and scheming to be alone all the time. I love it.
I love it. I love hearing it. It's beautiful. Well, thank you so
Thank
much, Jane. I really, really appreciate you sharing that. And it's just beautiful. And I can't wait to see the rest of your growth in the container. And just so proud of you that you show up and you do the work. And you are
you.
definitely someone that is going to be leading other women too in their journeys just by you being you.
You're an inspiration, Shamina, and I love you dearly. Thank you so much for this. And guys, come join us, please. It's going to be just really so just life changing on every level. You won't regret it. You won't.
Thank you, Jane. Take care. All
Thank you,
right.
Shamina. Bye.
Bye.